Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, welcome. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my loves. So good morning and happy Saturday to you guys. Just here to do some quick readings, okay? Quick readings. Also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I will be doing for just a very few people, like a one card pull. If you're new to my channel, you never had a reading before, you're curious about tarot, ask me anything, okay? Any questions you want to know about tarot, ask me. Feel free to ask me and I will answer them to the best of my ability, okay? And if I don't know, I'll find out. So happy Saturday, you guys. Happy Saturn Day, Protection Day. Sending everybody all my loves. All my loves. Sending my love to you. All right, y'all. So, also I'm gonna start pulling collective messages. So as you hop into the live stream, please be so kind as to hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here and you enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe. Make sure that you let us know where you're from in the comment section, okay? Subscribe, turn on your notifications as well also, so that you can be notified anytime I go live or post new content, okay? So good morning and happy Saturday, y'all. So let's get into collective messages. I have a collective love reading that's already been posted, and I have a second one to follow up with that because the messages they're different. And that one, my first one is just collective messages in general. It could resonate with anyone at any time. The second love reading is what's in their head and heart space. So if you're kind of uncertain as to how the person is thinking or feeling about you, this will be the one. So when I get off of here, I'm going to upload it. Okay? You know what? As a matter of fact, let me do it now. Let me do it right now. Upload the video. Hey, y'all. Make it public. Add a description. How your person, what your person thinks, feels. All right, y'all, here we go. Publish. All right, y'all. So let's hop on in, you guys, and let's get into some collective messages. Please keep in mind the messages are general, so they will not resonate with every single person, right? Just keep that in mind. This deck I had gotten from Amazon a while ago. This is my Lover's Oracle deck. I highly recommend it if you're into tarot and love readings and such, so there's that. Good morning, Kay. How are you, love? So the first message I got is criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. You know that saying, great things are worth fighting for? Like, if you have, typically, generally speaking, you have a good person, you know, on your team, by your side, a good, who's really a good support. Like, count your blessings. You know how many people would love to have somebody who's very loving and supportive, and even financially supportive, emotionally supportive. Like, yes, the person may not be perfect, but they're there, you know. Good morning, Tasha Love. How are you? Good morning, everybody who's hopping into the live stream. Good morning. Good morning. Sending y'all all my loves today. Like, if you have a good person on your team, it's important to, you know, it's important to point out flaws. It's important to point out things of concern. But if it's not really that big of a deal, is it really worth starting an argument over? Really? Like, having a conflict about, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. There's that. Good morning. Good morning, Tatika. Welcome to my channel. I think you're new because I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. So Spirit's like basically saying, like, learn to accept. It goes both ways, right? So you have to learn to accept certain things about your person that's just how they are. And then vice versa, they have to accept certain things about you that's just how you are. You know that saying, like, pick and choose your battles, right? Everything is not worth having a whole full-fledged argument and discussion and lecture about. It really ain't. Like, your person has issues keeping he leaves the toilet seat up after he comes from the restroom. Just put it down. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole ass long discussion about, oh, you're just nasty, blah, 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 dragging him through the mud because he has this little thing that's just your little pet peeve. Like, you're not gonna die because he leaves the damn toilet seat up after he uses the restroom. It's not a major crisis. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's complete filth and nastiness, that's a whole nother situation. But if it's something that you can live with, right? You forgot to put the lid on the toothbrush, or you just little things like nitpicking, like fault finding with your person. Nobody wants to be in that type of situation. If you're that damn OCD, then find somebody else that OCD to be with, basically. Like, if the person helps you pay bills and they're supportive and they're there for you when you need them and they are loving and respectful towards you, yes, they may have other, like, physical flaws, right, in their personality, but the person is honest, you know, they may struggle with communication here and there. Doesn't make them a bad person, but nobody is perfect. So when you start to want to complain, think about the place that you're coming from. Is it a valid concern, or is it just something that just annoys you? Because just because it annoys you doesn't mean that it's wrong and that the person should change it just because it annoys you. And I think sometimes we all as human beings have fallen into that category of, like, being judgmental of someone else because it just annoys me the way that this person talks, or the way that this person does this, or he likes ketchup and I don't. Like, that's their preference. This person likes chocolate ice cream and I don't. Like, that's a real thing. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't. But if you do, great for you. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get mad at you if we go to the ice cream place like me and my friend did when we were in Delray, Florida, and she got some type of chocolate ice cream, and I'm like, I don't do chocolate, you know, like, it's not that big of a deal. So pick and choose your battles, basically, right? Pick and choose your battles. All right, next message. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So some of you guys don't even realize that you have someone on your team for they're 1222 love. 1222 for just a basic 5-card pool. You have somebody on your team who has a lot of love for you. They want to support you. They want to give to you. They truly admire you. So Spirit's message today is be kind. Be kind, and also make sure that you're being treated kind, because you're not perfect and sometimes you may make mistakes. I mean, you're human, right? So who is your person to just, like, lose their shit because you did one little thing that, you know, or made a simple mistake that they don't like? We have playfulness. It's 1222 for a 5-card spread, K, and it's 2222 for a full, like, 10-card reading, okay? A deep dive is what I call them. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Listen, if I can't have a sense of humor with you, I don't want it because I'm goofy. Okay? I'm goofy. Like, keep your relationship alive. Like, everything doesn't always have to be so serious. Every conversation doesn't have to be so serious, you know? So it says laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Because the thing about it is, you can work through anything if you really, really love someone and they really, really love you. Okay. But here's a tip of the week, okay? Because from dealing with people and situations, here is the thing. Here is my thing is this. For most women, everybody's not going to agree with this, and that's fine. Okay, keep scrolling if you don't. For most women, if you love him more than he loves you, it ain't gonna work. I said what I said. If you love him more than he loves you, it ain't gonna work. Women are emotional. We are emotional by nature. So if you're constantly over giving and obsessing and constantly calling and texting and blowing up his phone and trying to go see him and blah, 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 and do this and do that, your feelings are probably going to end up hurt. Because they're not, and especially if they're not reciprocating that type of energy, your feelings are going to be hurt. Because if they're giving you very little, if they're showing very little interest and you're the one that's just like this about it, it's gonna be raggedy. Good morning, Diana. Hey, love, how are you? Thank you, K Love. Yeah, it's gonna end up being raggedy in the end because you're giving way more. You're putting out way more than what you're receiving, and divine feminine energy is receiving. Chill out, relax. You like the person, okay? They're attractive. We understand, but after that, relax. Let them show you what they'd rather do. Let them show up as they should or not and show out. Right? That's only two things. It can only pan out one of two ways. Either the person is going to stand up and show that they actually care for you and they respect you and they want you in their life, or they're gonna be faulty on communication. It's gonna be inconsistent. It's gonna be bullshit. It's gonna be excuses. It's gonna be lack of planning, lack of reciprocation. So you get to see it. Relax. Rest your shoulders, unclench your jaw, right? Let it flow. Okay, so you've initiated contact with this person, right? You like this person. You guys may have had a first date. Go home and mind your business and live your life. Send a follow-up text. Good morning. I hope you have a good day. Leave it at that. If they do not respond to you, don't allow your anxiety to take over. They have a life outside of you. And I know that's a harsh reality for a lot of people to understand. Just because you like someone or are dating someone, they are not obligated to stop, drop, and roll just because you called or texted. They're grown. So give the person time. Give them reasonable enough time. Whatever that looks like for you, give them reasonable enough time. For me, it's 48 hours. You have 48 hours to respond or you're a no-show and you're out of my phone. You are blocked and deleted. But let them know once they come back around and it has not been a reasonable time for you, that your standard is, your expectation is consistent communication, not every 2 or 3 days. Let them know how it made you feel. Be open and honest about how it made you feel so that you don't repeat that type of situation again. You have to set those boundaries up front. Otherwise, the person will play with you. And the first time you get played with, block and delete. There's no room for backstepping and trying to figure out, well, why did I don't know what's going on. It's not your business. It's not. Whatever he's got going on, he's grown and he has a mouth. He can open his mouth and communicate and let you know this is what's going on, right? K-Love, you can go ahead and drop your question. The problem is we get too concerned, overly concerned about things that don't concern us. Whatever he's got going on is his business. Let him work it out. And then if he starts telling you, oh, my car's in the shop and blah, 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 and then you start feeling guilty and you want to try to help him get his car out the shop and he can't keep his phone on. His phone went off because he didn't have enough money to pay the phone bill and he's staying at home with his mama. Like, no. Let's see. Let's find out. Gotta do what you gotta do, Kay. I fully support blocking and I fully support ghosting when it's necessary. I am not saying ghost people at the slightest infraction. What I'm saying is, if you've made yourself crystal clear about your communication standards and what you expect within a relationship going forward, let's say the person transgresses once. If they do it again, it's grounds for termination. If they do it again, it's grounds for termination. Because you told them, and you shouldn't have to keep repeating yourself to a grown person. Because, like, no, we're not going to do that. Not in 2023. Oh, well, I dropped my phone in the water. Oh, okay. Okay. You could have texted me from somebody else's phone and said, hey, my phone is being repaired. Just want to let you know. Message me from somewhere else and let me know. Because if it happens again, I'm going to take that as a sign that you're no longer interested, and I'm going to dip, okay? Because we're not sticking around for that behavior. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's bad. It is very bad. Ghosting is such a problem right now. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. People don't even, like, I will say this. You have to be very persistent when it comes to online dating. Like, if you're dating people off of apps and stuff, be careful, be vigilant, be mindful. There are good people on there. There are people like, one of the people that I work with, he met his wife off of Tinder. They had a very good relationship. They met, they went on dates, blah, 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 and then just they got engaged and got married. Everybody's situation is not the same. So I'm not going to sit here and say that online dating is the problem, because it's not. Apps are not the problem. People are the problem. People's concept and their social skills are the problem. Right. And some people, and that's a shitty situation, Kay. It sucks. And I'm so sorry that he treated you that way and you had to go through that experience. But it just goes to show you that people will do what they want to do, right? Because if he wanted to stick around, he could have, right? He could have continued putting forth that effort. Things could have escalated. You guys could have grown to another stage in that relationship. But because he chose to not communicate how he was feeling, possibly that he was entertaining other people and not being open and honest and letting you know that, you're sitting here confused. Like what the fuck just happened? Like, we were just great. Like, where did you just go? Like, don't feel bad, because I was recently ghosted like 2 weeks ago. A guy I was talking to for a very short time. And I love the way that the trash takes itself out, because the first time he did it, the first time he kind of went ghost, I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't say shit for like 2 days. He pops back up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not ghosting you. My phone fell in the truck at the work site we were working at. Okay. So a week later, boom. It's wild. People are wild. So a week later, I'm sitting there texting him, and I called because I'm like, that's weird. He normally responds at some point, but hadn't responded in like 8-10 hours. And I was like, let me just make sure it is what it is before I go ahead and block you. Okay? So when you get blocked, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. A lot of people out here are moving from a hurt place. They're moving from a place of selfishness, and they're really not looking for anything serious or long term. Don't let somebody's words or attractiveness fool you. Do not let somebody's words or attractiveness fool you, because if somebody really wants to be with you, if they really want to be with you, they're going to put in the effort. That's what's going to happen. They're going to put in the effort. Right. I agree, Kay. I agree. Sometimes it is hard to tell. It's hard to tell because some of them come off real strong in the beginning, and that's what they call, that term love bombing. That's why you have to just kind of sit back and let it play itself out, because the trash will take itself out. It is crazy. It's very crazy. Or to even listen, to even go as far as to go out and go on dates, and people have met each other's families and people's kids, and then they just disappear. Just disappear. As always, Diana, always. Actions always speak louder than words, because actions say, I am about that life. I am about a relationship. I am about seeking marriage. I am dating with intention. Or I'm trash. I'm a whore. I'm promiscuous, whatever you want to call it. The person's actions will let you see. I only hit you up late night, 11, 12 o'clock at night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Talking about I'm finna pull up. No, sir, you're not finna pull up nowhere. If you pull up, the police are pulling up. Like, oh, here, meet me over here, some sideways place. Meet me over here at this hole in the wall club. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Actions speak louder than words. Oh, I'd really like to see you. But then doesn't follow that up with, meet me Saturday evening at thus and such place so we can talk and have dinner together, or have lunch together, or whatever. It's just, I really want to see you. So it's like throwing the ball in your court so that you have to try to figure it out. Anybody who treats you like that, please block them. Don't let somebody trying to, because people will try to string you along so they can get something out of you. Because people don't like to admit it, but relationships really are exchanges. They are energetic exchanges. Whether that energetic exchange is positive or negative. It feels like that, Kay, but don't let your mind tell yourself that. Let your mind say, I need to be very selective with who I allow in my energy. And it's okay. Tell yourself it's okay if this person chooses not to be with me. Right. It's hard though, because trust me, I've been there. It does make you feel very suspect of a lot of people, because people do be on bullshit a lot of the time. So you have to be very selective, and you have to have very high standards. Like, I'm not taking bare minimum treatment. I'm not going on a damn coffee date with you. I'm not going for to each their own. I don't care how other women are like, well, at least that he doesn't have to spend a lot of money and he's getting to know you in a coffee date. I don't give a damn. I'm not going on a coffee date with you. I'm not going to do it. If you want to date somebody who's broke, that's your prerogative, and you can. That's fine. I don't have anything against it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Neither did I say that my date has to spend a whole lot of money, but at least it's the principle behind it. At least put some effort into where we're going. It don't take much to go get coffee. My thing is this. If we're going to go get coffee, then why can't we just FaceTime? Because that's basically all that is. It's like a meeting. To me, it's like a business meeting. For me, I work in the corporate world. So for me, going to get coffee with you, it's like having a morning meeting with my coworkers. I don't want to do that if I'm dating you for a romantic partnership. Like that, no. People are weird and people are scary. And a lot of people are dishonest with their intentions because they're afraid of missing out on having access to you. That's part of the problem. People love having unlimited access to you with no boundaries. They feel like they can come in, come out, call you up, hit you up, text you whenever they feel like it, slide through, pull up whenever they want to. Absolutely not. VIP access only. This is an OnlyFans over here. If you are not 100% about me, you are not 100% getting access to me. You're blessed if you have my phone number. Let's start there. You're blessed if you get saved in my phone. You're blessed if you get saved in my phone. Hi, Philly. Welcome to my channel if you're new. All right, Spirit. How does Nick feel about what he did to Kay? Let me pull that one out. I didn't realize that was in there. Most times they're not even worth saving in your phone. Do not. This is what I recommend. I recommend not saving anyone in your phone until after the first few dates, or the first 3 months. I wouldn't even save their number. Like, the high priestess. The high priestess tells me that he's fully aware of what he did. Okay? He's fully aware. He knows that you know. He knows that you know. He knows that you're aware. 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck tells me that he is remorseful for it. He does kind of have some type of regret or remorse, kind of maybe feel sorry. Maybe feels like he owes you an apology. Don't know what happened. But he's like kind of judging himself pretty harshly with the Judgment here. Like it's almost like he's taking accountability like for the role that he played in whatever actions happened last night. He understands what he did. And I feel like also too, he's low-key hoping that he can reconcile with you, Queen of Cups, because he knows you're a very loving person, very supportive. Don't know if he's a Leo, but he could also have narcissistic tendencies. I have the Sun here. And the Sun in reverse energy is narcissism. Someone who's very obsessed with themselves. They're only really concerned with self-gratification. They will make you feel like you are on cloud 9 only to pull the rug right from under your feet. They'll love bomb you. They'll tell you all the good things that they think you want to hear. And they will play in your face. You just took the words right out of my mouth. They will play in your face. That's what narcissists do. And then have the audacity to try to make out like it's your fault that they did what they did. Like you're the problem. It's giving raggedy. Yeah, the moon. The moon. He was hiding some information. Yes, exactly, Diana. A lot of people do that. Even in business, as a tarot reader, a spiritual advisor, sometimes I've had to block clients who are very disrespectful, who disrespect my time, my energy, and they just kind of text me whenever they feel like it. They want a reading now. They send me payment late. And I've said my boundaries. I always kindly let people know, hey, these are my hours of operation. This is the time that you need to go to my website and book here. Payment is due at the time of your booking. The trash took itself out, Kay. Glad you let it go. And they play games. And so when I tell people, I said, I'm no longer doing this. I'm not answering or responding to your texts or phone calls. If you don't book through my website, you will not get a reading from me. Oh, well, I'm not that type of person, blah, blah, blah. You are that type of person because you've been doing it. And it's my fault because I allowed it the first time. I said something and you did it again. Tells me that you don't respect my boundaries. And the minute that somebody doesn't respect my boundaries, I'm done. Yeah, Page of Swords. He's curious to know. He may try to reach out to you, Kay, because I have the Page of Swords here next to the moon. He has some deep-seated issues, and also there may be some things that he's hiding from you that he thought that you didn't know about. But you seem to be very intuitive, and you probably are picking up on whatever he's got going on that he's been trying to hide from you. Page of Swords. He knows that you're also curious to know, like, what was the problem, but also you don't care because you cut it off. He may be curious to know what your next move is going to be. He's curious to know what your plan of action is going to be, because I have the 8 of Wands here. So he might try to reach out to you because he's curious to know what you're thinking. He's curious to know what you're thinking here. Yeah, people do it all the time. Girl, I would have left them on Cash App. Like, if you want to send me some money, send me some money. That's it. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, he knows that you're very close off to him right now. You are emotionally unavailable. You're not giving to him anything. 4 of Pentacles is like holding back, conserving your energy as you should. He doesn't deserve your energy. He doesn't even deserve to have access to you or for you to communicate with him. That's how golden you are, right? Anytime somebody tries to backtrack or like spin the block to get access to you, to try to reach out, they're just trying to check your temperature to see if you're gonna buy into it. Like, oh, well, you got to understand, I had this going on and da-da-da-da-da, my dog died. Right. This, that, and the third. Just excuses. I feel like even if you were to like read his messages, it would just be excuses, not a genuine apology. I'm sorry for putting you through that. I should have known better. Like, you know, can we try to work on this? I don't feel like it would be a genuine apology from him. I do feel like he feels guilt. That's what I feel with that Five of Cups and the Judgment. He feels guilty about it. Yes, exactly. He feels guilty about it. Are you a Scorpio? He feels guilty about it. The Magician. He's trying to manifest you back into his energy. The Magician is here. He desires, but also the Magician is about trickery, because you are pulling your energy back from him because he was very manipulative and deceptive in his interaction with you, and you have every right to do so. You have every right to do so. If you're new and you're just hopping into the live stream, if you like a reading, 5-card pull is $12.22, and a deep dive is $22.22, a 10-card spread. So you can send it through Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal. Those are my only 3 methods of payment right now that I accept. So once you do it, make sure you just drop a green heart, okay? Just drop a green heart, y'all. Yeah, but it looks like he has been very deceitful in his interactions with you. Like I said, I feel like he was hiding the fact that he may have been entertaining other women. He was hiding the fact that he may have been entertaining other women. And he knew like that you would get, men know this, men are not dumb. He knew that you would get emotionally attached through, you know, long conversation, because it's voice to voice contact. So you develop an emotional bond with him. He knew that. He knew it. Yeah, with this 8 of Wands, he's thinking about a way to reach you. It's almost like he's trying to figure out how to contact you, because he feels that he feels the shift in your energy. He feels that you have reclaimed your power, and he don't like it. Yeah, that had to be. Yeah, that had to be. Spirit, spill the tea. Spill the tea. What's going on with Nick, Spirit? We finna be nosy. Ooh, intoxicated, drinking, feelings, drunken stupor. He's made some intoxicated. It says bar, drinking, feelings, drunken stupor. Okay, so I don't know if it resonates, it resonates, but there's that. Okay. I also feel like what was I gonna say? Drunken stupor. Give me a minute. It's coming to me. I feel like he got caught up. Because, you know, when you're intoxicated, you've been drinking, you're a little tipsy. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I just feel like he wasn't thinking. He might have been a little tipsy too. What's the tea surrounding Nick, Spirit? Hidden, look, hidden. Remember, we had the moon card here. Secrets. Yes, ma'am, I do. Hi, Silence Within. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, please do me a huge favor. Go ahead and subscribe. My loves. hidden. So we have secrets concealed. I'm telling you, he did not want you to know whatever he had going on. Yes, love, I do take super chat. It's 12.22 for a 5-card pull and 22.22 for a 10-card. Here, what's the thing? We have alone, ending, and finality. Yes. Yes. Alone. Now he's alone. Now he's alone. After whatever happened last night, he's alone. So now he's got to think about whatever happened. There's that. There's that. We have belief, faith, and prayer. He's hoping and he's praying that you open the doors back for communication. Yes, yes. He might try to express some type of gesture, romantic gesture here, because that's what this is. It says proof of love, romantic efforts. Like he might try to send you some money. He might try to do something to try to get you back into your good graces. Right. Right. Play right in your face. Bound. Stuck and trapped. Yeah, it's like he made his bed and now he's being forced to lay in it. And he's not happy about it at all. Because he's like, damn, I messed up real bad. Real bad. We have fall. So during the fall season, is he a Libra? Or a Virgo? Or has those placements? It could be that, or with the fall here, you might hear from him. You might hear from him around that time later this year, around late September, October, August, maybe end of August. He might try to reach back out. We got player, deceptions, and we have beautiful liar. Player, deceptions, and beautiful liar. He got caught up. He got caught up. That's what it is. Thank you, Silence, for the donation, love. I will, as soon as I'm finished with Case, I'll get into your reading, okay? Anyone else who would like a reading, please be sure to go to my links and donate. Send a donation. Wild card. Surprise or a twist of fate. Revenge. This is him getting karma. With revenge, this says payback and retaliation. He's going to get a taste of his own medicine. Let me tell you. And I believe that's why that wild card is here. Surprise, twist of fate. Like I said, we have unapologetic. He meant what he did. He feels guilty about it, yes. But if he was really that sorry about it, he would have apologized immediately. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what the fall was about. Bringing up something. Okay. Gotcha. Bringing up something. Maybe that's what the fall was about. Because it could have been that. Unapologetic. It says sorry, not sorry. Unremorseful. Yeah. He meant what he did. And this is why me personally, when it comes to forgiveness, people love to throw that in your face. Like, oh, you should forgive them because, it says that you should forgive 70 times 7, just like Jesus said to the disciples, blah, blah, blah. First of all, I'm not Jesus. Second of all, most of the time when people do shit that they know that they shouldn't do, they intended to do it. They intended to do it. I'm not going to just be willy-nilly out here just forgiving people because that's just the right thing to do. No, I'm only forgiving you if you are truly remorseful and you follow that up with action, changed behavior. There's a difference in forgiving someone who is actually truly remorseful. They truly are sorry for their actions and they're changing their ways. Just to be like, oh, he screwed you over. He cheated on you. I think it depends on the placements. I truly believe it depends on the placements because I have a relative who's a Scorpio, one of my aunts, and she's married to an Aquarius, and they have a great relationship. My aunt is a November Scorpio, and he is a February Aquarius. Because you're not just your sun sign. There are other placements like I very much identify, and this is why I think I have a lot of Scorpios who watch me. I very much identify with Scorpio. My father was a Scorpio. My grandfather was a Scorpio. My grandmother's a Scorpio. But my moon is in Scorpio. Even though I'm an Aquarius sun, I was born under the sign of Aquarius as an air sign. My moon is in Scorpio. And so with that being said, my emotional self is very much private, I'm very like suspicious of people a lot of the time. I'm very inquisitive. I want to know things. Like I will pry. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so it's like I come across to people, and I think that's why people gravitate towards me as a Scorpio. And I identify with Scorpio a lot because I understand Scorpio on a deeper level. But Scorpios, y'all are intense people. So it's like it's an all or nothing thing with Scorpio. And I think that's why somebody who has heavy air placements in their chart, they have a lot of air, or even a lot of earth sometimes, it can be too much for Scorpio. It can be too much. I feel like Scorpios go well with fire signs, and Scorpios go well with other water signs like Scorpio and Pisces, or Scorpio and Cancer, because you guys understand each other on a deeper level. Scorpios are intense people. Everything it cracks me up because one of my managers, she's a Scorpio, and she just tickles me all the time because in our morning meetings, like she's like, yes or no, and everything is so like, I can't explain it. Like, you know what I'm saying though? It's very intense. How y'all feel is very intense about any and everything. So it's either a yes, like even when she's talking about things that she, like food that she likes, she's like, oh, that's gross, that's disgusting. Like it's so dramatic. It's so dramatic, but it's not that she's trying to be dramatic. It's just the intensity of how she feels about it. Like either the experience was a great experience or it was a horrible experience. It was trash. So, I honestly think anybody could, you know, any signs could be compatible low key, but I think that you have to want to make it work. Because at the end of the day, astrology does play a heavy factor in our relationships, but also common sense. Common sense plays, and courtesy, common courtesy and human decency. Yes. Yes. You'll have to hold that thought, Kainat, because I have somebody else before you who actually paid. See the super chat up there? Yep, silence within. Yep, but it's okay, love. It's something that can be worked on. Scorpios don't forget either. That's one thing I can tell you about Scorpios. Scorpios do not forget things, good or bad. Scorpios will hold on to it. The problem that I find with Scorpios, a lot of my Scorpios, and I love y'all to death, I do, just like Cancer, y'all be attracting strays. Y'all be attracting strays. Y'all be attracting toxic ass people. And it'd be hard for you to get out of them because you be so caught up in how you feel about the person when they start showing their ass. It's hard for you to let them go because it's like, I really love him. I know he ain't shit, but I love him. And we got kids together. And, you know, we've been together for 6 months, a year, 2 years. And I just don't want to let him go. It's all right, Scorpio. It's okay. Block him. Please, block him for me. Do it for me. Block him. Don't talk to him. And then you want to see what he's up to and what he's got. No. No. Trust me. Better is always around the corner. Better. One of the things that I love about being an air sign for me is that I'm able to detach like that. But the thing that I love that I've learned from Scorpios and Cancers and all water signs is like, it's okay for me to feel. It's okay for me. Whatever I'm feeling, I need to process it. I need to feel it. I need to work through it. And not just, brush it over. Like that didn't piss me off. It did. Am I jealous? Yes. Am I angry? Yes. How do I feel about it? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's okay for me to feel that. And that's something that I've learned being around Scorpios and Cancers. Like, y'all have no problem expressing how you feel. And me as an air sign, I tend to typically just gloss over emotions. Yeah. But I will tell you this, when it comes to zodiac signs, the men of every zodiac sign and the women of every zodiac sign tend to be very different. The only experience that I haven't had yet that's like that for me is Taurus. Taurus men and women tend to kind of be the same to me. Virgo men and women tend to be very kind of similar in certain ways, but I prefer dealing with Virgo women versus Virgo men. Virgo men for me, it's a no. It's an absolute no. I love Virgo women. Love them. Love Virgo women. It's the men for me. It's the men for me. Now notice they're right back to back with Scorpio. They're in between Libra and Scorpio. So there's that. I think Virgo's a little crazy because they got a little mix of air and water, and it's giving no. Silence within. Let's find out what your guides want you to know. All right, spirit guides. Let's find out. All right, so let's get into it and see what the spirit guides want you to know. Silence within. But you know what? I don't blame you, because honestly, I would not recommend an air sign to a water sign. I just wouldn't recommend it. One of my best friends is a Cancer. She loves me dearly. I love her dearly. But dating an air sign is a no for her. She definitely will not date a Libra. Never again a Libra. And I will never again date a Libra. If I can at all help it, Libras can go straight to hell. Male Libras can go straight to hell, because I can't do it. I can't do it. When it comes to the devil had to be a Libra. Had to be. Smiling and everything. It's a no for me. All right, silence within. Are you still here? You're most welcome, love. You might want to do a little research and find out what signs are compatible with you. I believe Virgo is one of those signs for Scorpio. Leo might be one of those signs, because I do see a lot of Scorpio-Leo combinations. It's the intensity for me. So it can be very intense, because Leos are very dramatic and intense individuals. They're also very intuitive. And then you've got Scorpio, who are very intense and emotional. So putting those two together can be a lot. Okay? All right, love. I'm going to get into your reading with what your spirit guides would like for you to know. So let's tap in. All right, spirit guides, what messages do you have for silence within? Ooh. No, probably not. We have excess here. Stress, overload, exhaustion, obsessiveness, gluttony, burdens, worries, and the breaking point. If you feel like you have reached your breaking point, you see how this is all built up, and this is all on this man's back. How much of a load are you carrying that's not yours to be carried? Silence within. What is it? What are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? Whether it's emotionally, financially, what burdens are you carrying that are really not yours to be carried? Some of your stress could be relieved if you start saying no and start letting go of things that really are not your concern. They're not really your responsibility. Delegate and ask for help and assistance when you need it. Spirit says don't do too much and then get upset because you have all of this stuff. Now you're feeling overwhelmed because you're taking on more than you can actually handle. Start saying no. If you have an assignment that's due by 2 p.m. today, and your sister who has 5 children is asking you to watch those 5 children, and you know you cannot concentrate during your studies, tell her, I'm sorry, sis, I can't do it today. I'm so sorry, but I cannot do it today. Let's go to the workplace. You have 10 emails emails that need to be sent, you're answering phone calls, you're processing payments, you're doing this, you're doing that, and then here comes a coworker. Oh, can you make these copies for me? Absolutely not. So sorry about it. I can't do it. I have enough going on over here that I'm responsible for. I have to get these reports sent out, get these emails sent out, text these clients back, and I'm answering the phone. I can't do it right now. So sorry. Spirit says stop doing more than you're able to handle. Stop saying yes when you really mean no. So you've got to tighten up on your boundaries, silence within. You have to also emotionally, from an emotional aspect, whose emotions are you carrying? If you find that you watch a lot of the news, which can be extremely toxic, you watch a lot of news, you're scrolling on social media a lot, and then you just feel like, you feel like down, and you feel, I don't want to say depressed, but you just feel like crying inside. You feel like just overwhelmed by emotion, or you're constantly talking to people who are going through it, who are going through a tough time, or they're struggling, or you absorb the emotions of other people. So you have to learn to refrain from answering the phone, from responding to text messages that can wait. They're not an emergency. And sometimes you may not be in a mental space to hold space for someone else who's going through something. There may be times where you can be, but Spirit says don't take on more. If you are already in a headspace where you're struggling mentally, you don't want to put yourself over the edge. Look at all this that he's carrying. You see how much of a burden that is? This man is going to break his back. He's got all these heavy boulders from people coming to him and complaining about what they don't have and what they need and what they're going through and all their relationship problems. And then he's got burdens from bills and responsibilities and possibly children and all of these things. Spirit says take off some of that. Could you imagine if he took off half of this stuff, how much lighter, how much more relieved he would be? That's one of the messages that your spirit guides want you to know. Stop taking on more than you can actually handle. Start saying no and start setting boundaries and sticking to them. I also have the marrying maiden. The marrying maiden, if you're in a relationship, and if this applies, it says a compromising situation. How are you compromising in your relationship? Think about it very carefully. It says subordination, succumbing to seduction, manipulation, and low self-esteem. So your spirit guides are warning you to be careful of being in a romantic situation with someone who is manipulating you into giving in to them. Because you just want so badly to have this relationship, to have this person in your life, that you're willing to kind of throw your standards out the door because you just want to have this person around. Absolutely not. You don't have to change who you are. You don't have to jump through hoops to please this person, is what your spirit guides want you to know. Your only obligation is to self. Take care of self, your own mental health, your own physical health, to be true to self before you pour into someone else. That's your first obligation. So Spirit's like kind of warning you in a way, in a sense, to be careful of allowing someone to come into your space and manipulate you into doing things the way that they want you to do them, because it works. It's convenient for them, right? Because you're not confident in yourself and you don't feel like you could find someone better that can give you more, that's willing to give you more, to do more. We also have biting through, okay? This one is take decisive action. If there's something that you've been pondering and you've kind of been like in your head about it, in the clouds about it, Spirit says it's time to take action. And the moon is in Aries, okay? We are in Aries season. And Aries is all about action. It's ruled by the planet Mars. So let's go. It says restore order, force applied with sensitivity, justice, tenacious devotion to a task. So whatever you're passionate about, whatever your goal is, Spirit says, in order for you to finally reach that goal, you have to be completely devoted to it. You can't say, I want to lose 10 pounds, but then you're not completely consistent with your diet and workout routine. Right? That's just an example. So Spirit's saying, take action, do what you know you need to do in order to achieve the result that you desire. Okay? That's what your spirit guides want you to know. And we also have difficulty in the beginning. Everything is not going to be easy in the beginning. You see the eggshell, you see this person emerging, right? It's not easy being born into this world. Being incarnated into this world is not an easy process. Your soul came here to learn certain lessons, right? So we have growing pains, doubts and fears. It's a normal part of the human experience. You're going to have doubts and you're going to have fears. It's going to be a little awkward at times, becoming stronger. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Vulnerability and inexperience. Sometimes experience is not always the best teacher, but it's one of the most effective ways to learn a lesson. And sometimes it takes you being vulnerable. Sometimes you have to be vulnerable with yourself and others, so that way you can get the help that you need when you need it. Letting people know that you feel overwhelmed, there's nothing wrong with it. Like you just got too much going on. You cannot be there to help save everybody. It's not your job to save everybody, right? Don't allow fear to consume you either, because fear is an illusion. Fear blocks your blessings. Fear blocks you from being prosperous. Fear blocks you from finding true love because you're so afraid that everyone is going to treat you the same trashy way that the last person did. Don't allow fear to block your blessings. Fear keeps you living in lack because fear says, I don't have enough. I'm so scared that what I have is going to be taken away from me. Don't allow fear to consume you, okay? Reprogram your subconscious mind into thinking, I have what I need. Everything that I have, everything that I desire, everything that I need is available to me. It's available to me. I lack nothing, okay? That's what your spirit guides want you to know. Let me pull a few more Soul's Journey cards and then you're free. Hang on. I just had it. What did I do with it? Okay. Here it is. Okay. Patience. Patience, your spirit guide says. Patience. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. That confirms with the biting through and the difficulty in the beginning. You have to allow yourself to go through and experience life and be vulnerable so that you can learn from those experiences. Patience is a virtue. It says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Just because you want it to happen right now does not mean that now is the time for it to happen, Spirit says. Patience. Where is patience? It says, Earth has become a place of instant gratification. Hence the access. People always having access to you. It says, you must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you'll let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. So, like I tell some of my clients all the time, Spirit doesn't want us to know everything. Spirit does not want us to, the universe is not going to tell us everything. Because what would be the purpose of us living this life? If we knew everything ahead of time, why would we choose to be here? Right? So Spirit says be patient and allow the lessons to come to you. Allow the experiences to flow to you. Ride the waves. It says you need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you're speeding down the path, you'll miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. Such as best friends who are guardian angels for a lot of us, or spirit guides. Sometimes your relatives are spirit guides, grandparents, great-grandparents, if you're still blessed to have them, children, spirit guides. Like, we only look at each other from a physical perspective, but the saying goes, as above, so below. So everything that we experience here on the physical plane is a reflection of lessons and experiences that happen in the 5D spiritual plane. Just like there are dark entities and people who have dark spirits here in the physical, there are the same experiences up above. So we have to be aware and be mindful of the experiences that we choose to engage in. And no, everything is not all love and light. So sometimes you're going to experience unhealthy, toxic relationships, friendships. You're going to do things that you have remorse for or regret for, but it's part of the experience, right? It's part of the experience. So those were your messages, love. Kayanat, what was your question? Thank you to everybody who joined the live stream this morning. I appreciate y'all. All the love, all the support, all of the things. Also, if you'd like to book a full in-depth reading, feel free to go on over to my website, AquarianEmpressTarot.net. You can book a full reading there. You can book a full reading there. Kayanat, my donations are $12.22 for a 5-card pool. Just so you know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Silence Within. So that way you know coming back in the future, Kayanat, that my readings require donations. Coming for your connection with Shav, both female. I'm going to pull a card and I'll let you know. Spirit, what's the overall energy surrounding this connection between... What can she expect, Kayanat, between her and Shav, her person? Give me one card, please, Spirit. I'm sorry, I just realized I was using an oracle deck and I meant to use tarot. Spirit, what's the overall energy between these two? Queen of Cups, sensitive, loving, empath. So this is a mutual energy between the two of you. One of you or both of you could have water placements or be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But the mutual energy between you two is very loving, very sensitive. So you really definitely want to treat each other with care and gentleness and kindness because you both are sensitive souls. You both are very empathic. So you take on other people's feelings and emotions between the two of you. That's the energy. Did I get everybody that wanted a reading before I hop out of here? Did I get everybody who wants a reading this morning? Sending y'all love, peace, and blessings today. Today is Protection Day, so don't forget to do your protection work and all of the things. Burning your incense, burning your sage, clearing the energies out, and all of the things. You're welcome. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you to everybody who's new to the channel. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button just to show an energetic exchange. Thumbs up the video. You too, Tasha. Thanks for hopping in, love. And check out the other love readings, which I just uploaded. The second one should be uploaded by now. So if you haven't checked that out, feel free to go and check it out. It may apply. Okay? But leave a comment if it does resonate with you. If it doesn't, just know there's more readings coming. So I'm getting ready to start the collective readings for April. So my books are open. So if you want to book for this coming up week, book a session. My question readings are $25. You can book a single question, an in-depth question that I will go into detail about. Hang on. I'm going to put my website in here so y'all can see it. So that's the website, y'all. Okay. So anybody who wants to book a full reading, you can go there and book it. Choose a time slot. If you book it today, more than likely, I will have your reading for you by Monday. Okay, because I'll try to get it done between today and tomorrow. So just book it before noon today. All right. Thank you guys so much for all the love, all the donations, all the likes, all the subscribes. Thank you guys so very much. Sending you all peace, blessings, and joy. And I will see you guys next live stream.